Hey everyone, I've been seeing this Dell Slim desktop popping up all over my feed lately. Everyone's talking about how it's one of the most powerful mini PCs you can get without breaking the bank. So today I'm checking out the Dell Slim ECS1250 with the Intel Ultra 7-265 processor, 64GB of RAM, and a massive 4TB SSD. If you've been looking for a compact workhorse that can handle heavy multitasking, video editing, or even light gaming, this might be the one. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size is seriously impressive. This thing is tiny, like, smaller than most laptops, but don't let that fool you. It's packing a 15th Gen Intel Ultra 7-265 processor that can turbo boost up to 5.3 GHz. I mean, that's insane for a device of this size. I ran a few benchmarks, and it handled 20 Chrome tabs open, a Zoom call, and a 4K video export in Premiere Rush without breaking a sweat. If you're a remote worker or a student juggling multiple apps, this machine keeps everything smooth. You can have your email, browser, and word processor open, and then switch to a video call or start editing a video without any noticeable lag. The memory setup is another standout. 64GB of DDR5 RAM is overkill for most people, but if you're into content creation, virtual machines, or even running multiple VMs for cybersecurity testing, this thing won't slow down. I tried running a couple of Docker containers, a virtualized Windows 10 instance, and a few browser windows at once, and the system barely registered any load. It's the kind of headroom that future-proofs your setup for years. You can run multiple resource-intensive applications simultaneously, and the system will handle it with ease. This is especially important if you're working with large files, such as video editing or 3D modeling, where having enough RAM can make all the difference. Storage is where this desktop really shines. A 4TB PCIe NVMe SSD means you've got room for your entire media library, work files, and even a few games without worrying about running out of space. I transferred over 2 TB of raw video footage and a bunch of Steam games, and the transfer speeds were lightning fast. Boot times are under 10 seconds, which is a huge quality of life upgrade if you're used to older machines. You can store all your files, programs, and operating system on this single drive, and still have plenty of room to spare. The SSD also ensures that your system stays responsive, even when you have multiple applications open at the same time. Connectivity is solid too. It's got Wi-Fi 6E for fast, stable wireless connections, Bluetooth 5.2 for peripherals, and even an RJ45 port if you prefer a wired Ethernet connection. I tested the Wi-Fi by streaming 4K content while downloading a large file, and there was zero lag or buffering. The ports are well placed, 2 HDMI, DisplayPort, and a handful of USBs make it easy to hook up multiple monitors or external drives. This is great if you need to connect your desktop to a projector or a large screen for presentations or entertainment. The inclusion of USB-A and USB-C ports also ensures that you can connect all your devices, old and new. Windows 11 Pro is pre-installed, which is great if you're already in the Microsoft ecosystem. I like that it comes with a full license, so you're not stuck with a trial version. The OS runs cleanly, and the system updates installed without any hiccups. If you're someone who prefers a clean Windows setup without bloatware, this is a nice bonus. You can start using your desktop right out of the box, without having to worry about removing unwanted software or activating your operating system. Now, let's talk about the downsides. The power supply is rated at 180W, which is fine for most tasks, but if you're planning to add a dedicated GPU down the line, you might hit its limits. This is something to consider if you're a serious gamer or need a lot of graphics processing power. However, for most users, the integrated graphics will be more than sufficient. Also, while the machine is compact, the fan can get a bit loud under heavy loads. It's not obnoxious, but if you're in a quiet room, you'll notice it. Lastly, the price tag is a bit steep for a mini PC, but when you factor in the specs, it's competitive with full-size desktops. You're getting a lot of power and features in a tiny package, which is worth the extra cost. Overall, this Dell Slim ECS1250 is a fantastic choice if you need a powerful, compact desktop that can handle serious workloads without taking up much space. The processor, RAM, and storage combo is hard to beat at this price point, and the connectivity options make it versatile for both work and play. If you're in the market for a mini PC that punches above its weight, this is definitely worth considering. Whether you're a remote worker, student, or content creator, this desktop has the power and features to meet your needs. And if you're interested in checking it out, be sure to check out the link below to see the latest pricing and availability.